Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Tyson here with Repair My Funnel, and today I'm going to be giving you a nice overview or a tour of TidyCal. TidyCal is the calendar integration or setup that I prefer using when it comes to one-on-ones, any booking type of event at all. TidyCal is the go-to for me. And the main reason is really down to cost and functionality. It does the same thing as Calendly without all the monthly fees. In this case, just one monthly fee, but it is $29 one time, or they even have a free option, and you can still do 90% of the stuff that you could do with Calendly. Honestly, the main reason why I use this is because it gets rid of a subscription and it does the exact same thing that Calendly does. So anyways, this is what the landing page looks like. If you want to check it out, just go to tidycal.com and you can learn a little bit more about it. You can interact with the functionality here. This is what it would actually look like if you embed it on a page or basically just a custom embed on any website. There we go. All right, check it out. Have a fun time with that. But let's go and dive into the actual nuts and bolts of the platform. I'm going to go and get rid of this guy right here. This is what you will see as soon as you log into your account. This is the booking types page where you can go in and create the different types of bookings that people can actually use to get in touch with you, whether it's group calls, one-on-ones, whatever it is. You can set it up how you want it, but this is where everything is going to be created. So there's that. To the right, you have the option for date polls. I don't have anything going on here, but it is an option. You have my bookings, which is basically just all of the bookings that you've seen up to this point in time, in the past or in the future, upcoming stuff. It'll all display within this area over here. And then contacts. Anytime someone opts in or registers for an event, it doesn't matter what type of booking event it is, it will automatically collect that contact details or all their contact details and add it right here in the My Contacts tab. All right, pretty simple, nothing too crazy here, very simple navigation. Honestly, most of the stuff that you'll end up doing here is just going to booking types and creating a new booking type. That's it. So we'll call this testing. Just for this example, right? You'll create a custom URL for this guy. You can just hand someone your booking link just like you would any other booking software, and it will allow them to select a date and time, right? You can add a description here for this specific booking event. I'll call this events. You can add links in there. You can customize it in a ton of different ways. You can add different bullet points if you want to make sure people understand exactly what they're getting or why they're signing up, whatever to sign up for, right? Maybe give them some more information about the call right there. You can adjust the duration of the actual meeting right here, right? So it's going to be currently set to 15 minutes. If you want to adjust it to an hour long, type in 60, and just like that, now you have hour-long meetings. Below, you can go and adjust like the specific availability that you would prefer here. Monday through Friday is set by default, but you can adjust that at any points. Boom, boom. Just like that. You can add custom windows, right? So if you're only available from 8 to 9 a.m. There we go. And then maybe 8 to 9 p.m. There we go. Oh, let's go to p.m. There we go. You can do that there. Now, in its current state, technically, if you went and created the booking type, it would do exactly that. People can now go in and actually book a time by clicking on the link here or clicking on the link that you provide them with. There we go. And just like that, it's open, it's running. People can go in and book times for those specific time periods that you've just created. All right, now I'm going to go back out of this and we're going to go and further customize it a little bit by going to View Advanced Booking Settings. Starting off, we have availability details, stuff like how far can people book out in advance? Do you need a buffer between calls? Do you want to go and adjust the available time slot interval that's going to show on the page? Do you want to make it so people can't book right away? Like, you have to wait a couple hours or it has to be 2 hours in the future? That's what's currently set up right now. You can go and adjust that. You can make it minutes or hours. I usually leave it by default, or depending on the booking type, I'll go up to like 4 hours. If I need a little bit more time in advance to do some research, depending on what type of call it is. But there it is. From there, you can set maximum bookings if you want to. And that's basically within that section. Right beneath that, you have the option for location, which is the area where you would set up the actual destination someone will meet you at In my case, I use Zoom, but you can use whatever you want. They have Google Meet, they have Microsoft Teams. You can even create a specific static link to give somebody where they can go in and join the call, right? If it's going to be a phone interview or phone conversation, just click on phone number there, enter your phone number as far as where that meeting is going to take place. If it's just your phone or your number, just type that in right here, and that is what's going to happen. They can just call that number, join the meeting, and that's it. The custom, right? So you're going to determine what happens here. You can give them specific instructions. If it's way left field, you have a webinar that you have set up and you want them to watch that first, and then join a specific link, whatever it is. You can set that up here as far as the instructions that they need to follow, and they'll see that on their side. All right, or no location at all. There we go. Totally up to you. Now, again, I use online video conferencing option there, and I go with Zoom. All right. Below that, you can specify whether or not this is going to be for a single person or multiple people, depending on, again, your event type, whatever that you're trying to create. They give examples down here, such as like a yoga class, a lecture, or a webinar. You can technically just go over here and check this off and specify how many people are allowed to join, and it'll display as the seats begin to get taken up over time, just so people are aware that there aren't going to be seats forever, right? Moving down, you can set this up to allow guests to invite other people, right? So if you want like a chain event here, where if you have 30 guests coming and each of those people can invite 5 other people, just check this off and then set how many people they are allowed to bring in on their own. If you want to charge for this booking, you can technically do that here as well. Just make sure that you have PayPal or Stripe connected to your account. And I'll show you where that is. It's actually over here in integrations. Click on this, go to integrations, and set up the specific integration you want to use. Again, just PayPal or Stripe in this case, but just check that off. And where was I? Oh, right here. After that, it'll allow you to specify the dollar amount and select the integration. If you want people to answer questions before they can actually book a call, just go over here to where it says questions to invitees and create your question. Click on a little button there. Once you do, it'll start creating the questions. You can go down and create as many as you want here. Add another question, right? But for each of these, you can write the question out right here. You can determine whether or not this is required, and you can also choose the answer type. There we go. We have a few different options here. We have short text, long text, radio, checkbox, drop down, date, and phone number. As of right now, that is all there is. But if you have any other ideas, I believe they do have open feature requests, or you can reach out to them directly and request a new feature or new answer type. But anyways, there is that. I'm going to delete all of these guys. You can also actually move these around if you want to, right? So if you want to change the order. Below that, we have the option to make sure this is a reoccurring booking, right? So if this is going to be something that happens every single week for 2 weeks straight, whatever, or a month straight, this is where you'd want to enable that and make sure that it's specified to the correct interval. All right. Moving down, we have the custom email reminders. So if you want to go and create your own emails, you can definitely do that. Just go in here, adjust the email subject line, the content of the email itself. By default, it will already send out email reminders with everything you're basically seeing in here, with like their name, the booking information, the link, the time, everything. It's all going to automatically send out, and it's going to be based off of these intervals down here. But I usually don't adjust that. It seems to do the job, or it is good enough for right now, or at least from what I've seen. But if you want to, you have the option to go in here and customize that to your heart's content. All right. Beneath that, you have the option to enable a custom confirmation redirect. So if you have a specific page you want people to see after the fact of booking, maybe like a homework page, if they have some things that you want them to review or download before the actual interview or the call, or again, whatever event type it is, you can have them redirected to a specific location by checking off this box right here. And then in the dropdown or within that area, you can specify the URL that you want them to be taken to. Boom, just like that. Below that, you can enable this to be in private mode. So technically within TidyCal, you can create a profile page where people can view all the different booking types that you have available to you, or to them rather. If you don't want that to, or want this specific link or booking to be listed on that page, just go over here and click on enable private mode. And essentially that's just going to make it so it doesn't appear on your profile page. But I'll cover that in a second. Just hang out with me for a few more minutes here, and we'll jump over to that location, or just fast forward in this video. The last thing that we can adjust here is whether or not you want this to display on a booking types directory. This is essentially TidyCal's directory for all booking links. If you do not want to appear in a search when someone's looking up different things around your niche, your business type, whatever it is, or this specific booking type, make sure to check this off or leave it unchecked rather, and it will not show in that area. Now, if you're okay with it actually displaying within that network or within that directory, then go and check this off. Essentially, it's just free eyeballs if that's the case, right? But there's that. All right, very simple setup here. Everything's on one page. After you have everything set up here, just click on Update Booking Type, and that's it. The booking has been created. You can go in and copy the link and just share with anybody from there. All right, let's go and click on the X icon on the right-hand side of the screen, and we'll cover the integrations. Let's go settings first, actually. So for settings, this is where you can adjust everything for your account, such as like your email address, your name, your main booking page link, right? So if you want to view that, you can check it out. This is going to show, again, this is the main profile booking page I was just referring to near the end of that event setup. This is going to display all booking types that are set to display on your profile page or your overall page here. If you do not set anything, they won't show up here, but each listing will show up here as you specify. The description that you're seeing on this page right here is going to be edited near the bottom. Once you go in and adjust this and save, it will adjust it over here on the main page. But honestly, I don't use this feature too much. This is something that is there, but maybe eventually I'll use it. I don't know. I typically will just go with direct booking links by going over here to booking types, copying that link and sending it to people, or add it to landing pages, or embed it directly on a page. But whatever it is, I usually use booking types directly rather than sending them the profile booking page. All right. But anyways, just know it's there in case that's of value to you. But let's move on down to integrations. Here we go. All right. Very simple page. Again, just like before, we have calendars, we have video conferences, we have the payment processors, import from Calendly. So if you already use Calendly, you can go over here directly, connect Calendly accounts, and it'll pull all of your booking types, everything like that, directly into TidyCal. So you don't have to worry about going through this process of setting up new booking links. You can keep them as is with the setup and the flow. It's going to make it super easy. But the last option here is for advanced, right? So if you use Zapier or some of their other stuff like SendFox, or if you have custom endpoints or API keys that you want to use to send information back and forth between whatever server, whatever platform you are using, you have the option right here. All right. Zapier, this is super useful. I've been using this for text notifications whenever someone makes a booking. So that way, every time someone does, I get a text saying, hey, you have a new event or a new call with somebody at this time. Here's the link, and it sends it to me every single time, which is real nice. I mean, it also emails you, but I like being texted right away, just so I'm aware as soon as it happens. Yeah, that's basically it. All right, just go in and connect the actual apps that you like to use, and from there you can use them throughout the setup process for your booking types. There's one last thing I guess I could show you, which is going to be the option to embed a page. Now, if you want to embed any of these, there's going to be an option right here for embed on website. There's also an option to embed an email, which is pretty cool. But anyways, to embed on a website, just click on it directly and it'll give you the link you need. After that, go to whatever platform you're using. If you're using ClickFunnels 2.0, look for the HTML/JS element, just paste it in there, and that is it. Now, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed this little tour of TidyCal. It's a very simple platform, nothing too crazy going on here at all. I think that's the goal, is to make everything super simple. You don't have a monthly payment. I think that's also the other big thing, is that it's a one-time payment and you're done. That's it. But if you have any questions at all around anything I just covered, make sure to let me know down below, and I'll do my best to answer your questions, point you in the right direction, and all that good stuff. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next video.